We have breaking news this hour. Hurricane Maria has made its first landfall in the Caribbean at about 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time on Dominica. Estimated winds were 160 miles per hour. And you can see on your screen the last 3 hours of the loop. Very well-defined eye, Mike, as it moved in on the island.
Yeah, it's no wonder. This is a Cat 5 hurricane. This is very strong. Those central pressures, the low pressure in the center of this thing, 924 millibars. That is impressive. This one is, it's not going to leave Dominica unscathed. This is such a strong storm. Our hearts go out to those in the path of this storm because, again, Category 5. Sustained winds to 160 miles per hour. And those winds will grab the rain that it's putting down, and that's some extra ballast that it can push against buildings, take down trees, certainly demolish any kind of infrastructure that we have right there. Category 5 hurricane, 160 mile per hour wind gusts to nearly 200 miles per hour. Very
incredible. And you can see the purple on your screen over Martinique. I am sure they are getting some of those extreme hurricane force winds as well. And so that's another area. St. Lucia is right to the south of the eye. I mean, we're still seeing some winds extend pretty far. Hurricane force, but also tropical storm force.
Yeah, we're not done with this one yet. Look at this. It remains a Category 5 hurricane as it has its sights set right on Puerto Rico. Hopefully, and this is the latest from the National Hurricane Center, hopefully we drop those winds, but it's not going to make that huge of a difference. It's still a Category 4 hurricane as it pushes into Puerto Rico.
And you're still going to get those winds coming around the northeast side as it moves through. If it moves through the center of the island, you're talking about the direction of the storm combined with those winds, and we're looking at potentially catastrophic damage across Puerto Rico.
Still a Category 4 as it pushes out of Puerto Rico towards Turks and Caicos. It may give the Bahamas some unsettled weather for certain. And you know what? This track is, it could waver over the next couple of days. We've been watching this one. Pretty good course as it pushes towards the Bahamas. After that, the jury's out a little bit. And you can see that on the spaghetti models. These are all the computer models that we do run. And fortunately, right now, they're in pretty good congruence to keep it just to the east of Florida, maybe east of the Carolinas as well.
You know, Mike, this is a good point to remind people that live in Puerto Rico, or if you're under those hurricane warnings, you still have time to get out, and now is the time to do it. This is a very dangerous storm. You can see where those winds were at when it made its first landfall, and we are seeing, again, even if it's a little bit less, we're still talking 100+ mile per hour winds, which will take a home and level it instantly.
Yeah, so if you do have the option, you know, get out of the way of this storm. We have those hurricane warnings from Puerto Rico all the way back through the northern portions of the Leeward Islands right there, Dominica, again, feeling the brunt, the full power of this Category 5 hurricane. Guadalupe up into St. Kitts, still under a hurricane warning as well.
And the U.S. Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands, you are under that hurricane warning. And just in case you're unfamiliar with what that means, it means hurricane conditions expected somewhere within the warning area. And this is the preparation time to protect life and property. You need to be completed with those preparations at this time with that warning in place.
Sure enough, we go a little bit further on to the north and to the west, and a little bit further in time too. We're going to see this impact pretty dramatically. The Hispaniola, Dominican Republic, back over into Haiti. I suspect they will get quite a bit of the impacts from this as well. Right now, just a hurricane watch, tropical storm watch, but I'm sure that will be upgraded as well.
And if you're just tuning in again, because I know some people catch us a little bit later, we have our official first landfall with Maria, a Category 5 hurricane on Dominica, and we're talking winds 160 miles per hour with gusts close to 200 miles per hour. I mean, look at right around the eye wall, extremely devastating winds in that purple area.
This is just unfortunate that it ramped up and is pushing through the Leeward Islands. We're going to see again this storm continue, and just again to stay on Maria, because you know what, this is the entity that we really want to cover right now. 160 mile per hour sustained winds, almost 200 mile per hour gusts out of this monster, and it continues to push north and west. But again, people in Dominica, our hearts really go out to you.
And especially those hurricane conditions are going to spread through the remainder of the warning area tonight through Wednesday. And you can see this path, Puerto Rico, anywhere in the path of this dangerous storm. You need to rush those you need to rush to completion of your preparations.
Absolutely. And again, we're going to be following this storm. You keep it right here. This was the first landfall. It happened just at about 9:15 this evening. Keep it here.